on
Yeah.
if he is thinking on how to
Number one, I think, I'm gonna get angry for three things. I'm gonna get angry for lack of effort, lack of concentration, and selfishness. So if we're playing our tails off and we're concentrating and trying to do the right thing, and we're playing unselfishly, like the rest of it's frustration. And I gotta understand as a 62-year-old adult, when I'm frustrated, I gotta let it go. Players are the same way. They have to have non-negotiables, and I want them to start with those three. And the rest of it, they gotta let flush away. We always, especially this time of year, we're making a lot of mistakes, and mistakes are valuable. You gotta do three things. The first thing you gotta do is recognize your mistake. It's our job as coaches to make sure they recognize it. And some guys are getting better at that. Some guys aren't, okay? But no, the guys that aren't, I gotta continue to point them out, whether it's in the film room, whether it's on the practice floor, whatever. The second thing you gotta do is you gotta learn from it. So if you're making the same mistake day after day, game after game, you're not obviously learning from it, and that's gonna slow your progress. It's gonna slow our progress. And then the third thing is you gotta move on from it. And we got some guys, because basketball, ain't no huddling. You miss a shot, you turn it over, you better sprint your tail back and get a stop. You get a stop, we want to sprint offense. They score on you, we got to get it out quick, jam it up your throat. There's no time to worry about what just happened last possession. It's about this possession, the next play. And that next play mentality is something we have to get better at. Because some guys don't recognize their mistakes, they don't learn from them, and they don't move on from them. And those are the guys that are going to be harder to play in games, because you have to be able to do that as a basketball player, because the game moves too quick. And we got some guys that are recognizing it, some guys are learning from them, some guys are moving on from them. Those guys are fine. If you have a problem at one of those three areas, stops, you're gonna slow your progress and slow our progress. And so this time of year, when games are coming, every game is important. There's no game on our schedule that's more important than next, in my opinion. The fans don't think like that. Players don't think like that. Sometimes media members don't think like that. But coaches think like that, and it's important that they think like we think.